Hello, good morning to all of you and welcome you for today's class. Today we are going to discuss about electrical appliances and how electricity being produced in power plant and how it is distributed, and we have to also discuss various efficiencies. Cascade efficiency means from power plant up to the end distributors. There has been various substations where step up and step down operation being performed. So in this process, efficiency goes down. So what will be total efficiency during this process, that is known as a cascade efficiency, and we will discuss what is the cascade efficiency. So let us see. You see that how electricity being produced. So it is a power plant, and it power plant can get electricity from various resources. So you can see primary fuel for the generation of electricity is coal. You can say this is a coal, and this is a symbol of oil, and this is a symbol of nuclear energy. So by using any mode of the primary fuel, we can generate electricity by using this power plant. It can be gas-based power plant or coal-based power plant, or it is a nuclear power plant. Product means output will be electricity, and then first electricity goes to substations where because basically electricity produced in power plant is not having a very high voltage. So in first substation we have to step up. By performing step up operation, we increases the voltage, very high voltage in lakh kilo thousands of kilowatt, means 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 4 lakh kilovolt of electricity being step up in this substation. Then it is distributed with high tension lines. These are high tension line. Everyone is aware about. Everyone has seen these high tension line. And from these high tension line, it goes to another substation where step and all other substation will be used for the step down transformer to meet the requirement of various types of the end users. These individuals may be factories, big organization, institutions, and small factories, commercial establishment. All these and domestic applications, these are end users. So first step down transformer, then again substation for another purpose of use. Then last substation, it is a further decrease of voltage for the domestic end user, that is a customers. So here around 440 volt of electricity is required. So and these are commercial places and users. So this is how distribution performed from the power plant from generation to the end users. So electric power supply system comprise of generating unit that produces electricity, high voltage transmission lines. You have seen high voltage transmission lines over long distances, distribution lines that delivers electricity to customer. These are distribution lines. These are distribution lines that delivers electricity to customers. So this is all about how electricity being produced in power plant and how it is distributed to the end users. And this is a schematic about power plant, how electricity produced in power plant by burning of fuel. So let us see, let us adjust it. The fossil fuels such as coal, oil, and natural gas, nuclear energy, and waste water energy are commonly used energy sources in power generation. We know that how power generation, coal or water or nuclear, natural gas and oil, these are primary resources, primary fuels by which we can generate electricity. A wide and growing variety of unconventional generation technologies and fuel has been developed, including cogeneration, solar energy, wind generation, and waste materials. So wide variety of other resources we have searched and developed and now being used. These are solar energy, biofuel, wind energy, fuel cell. All these are other resources which are known as a conventional resources, not a unconventional resource, because these are renewable in nature and less polluting compared to conventional resources. So let us see how coal power plant to work. So this is a coal power plant. You can see by first it is required to be properly cleaned and dirt removal, and then it is to conveyor system goes to the pulverizer where it is further reduced in size. Then it is fed to the boiler. Purpose of pulverizing is to reduce in size so that surface area will increase and proper burning of the fuel will take place. That is the purpose of the pulverization. And then in boiler, lot of in furnace and boiler, these are combined system of thermal power plant where a heat energy developed, and this heat energy used for the conversion of water into high temperature, high pressure steam, and burnt out gases will be released by use of the chimney or stack to the atmosphere after proper cleaning of the fuel, burnt gases and energy trapping, because a lot of energy in the burnt gases are there. So we have to use the economizer, superheater, so that maximum efficiency can be achieved. And high pressure steam. Now with the use of the insulated pipe to the supply to the steam turbine, which is also synchronized and coupled with the generator. So this pressure energy converted into mechanical energy in the steam turbine, and it will rotate with high velocity, and the rotation create mechanical power, and this connected with generator. The generator will also rotate by use by principle of the Faraday's principle of electromagnetic induction. It is Faraday's law. Electricity produced, and electricity is now produced, that is supplied to substation where step up operation performed, and high voltage current now supplied to the grid, and from grid to the high tension lines for the distribution of electricity to various end users. This is how power generated, how electricity produced. So it is this is a whole schematic of the power plant working. So here condenser and boiler, furnace, condenser, turbine and condenser, and water purification and pump system. So I think it is clear now how electricity produced in power plant and how it is supplied to the end users. तो पावर प्लांट टिपिकली प्रोड्यूसेस, जो पावर प्लांट में इलेक्ट्रिसिटी प्रोड्यूस होती है 50 हर्ट्ज एंड अल्टरनेटिंग करंट होती है. इट इज अल्टरनेटिंग करंट एंड बिटवीन 11 किलो वोल्ट टू 33 किलो वोल्ट इज पावर वोल्टेज of the electricity produced in power plant. At the power plant site, the three-phase voltage is stepped up to a higher voltage for transmission on cable. For long transmission, if voltage is not stable, there will be more current, and if there is more current, more losses in terms of the heat loss, because you know that heat loss H equal to क्या होता है I square RT. I square RT. T is a time, I is a current, and R is a resistance of the cable, resistance of the wire. If current will be more loss of the heat will be there in form of the losses. So if अगर हम यहाँ पर वोल्टेज को इंक्रीज कर देंगे तो क्या होगा, करंट विल, बिकॉज यू नो P इक्वल टू वी आई, पावर कांस्टेंट रहेगा उसका, हम जो करंट प्रोड्यूस करते हैं. इफ वी इंक्रीज V, देन P इक्वल V अगर हम इंक्रीज करेंगे तो V इक्वल टू P अपॉन I, V इक्वल टू P अपॉन I, और I इक्वल टू P अपॉन V, P upon V. If V increases, I will decrease, and when I decrease, losses in terms of the losses in form of the heat losses will reduce. That is why electricity is supplied to the long distances at very high voltage. That is the reason that electricity is supplied to the long distances at high voltage. So now it is now clear, and high voltage up to 220 kilovolt and 400 kilovolt means 400 kilovolt means 400 means kilovolt means 400 kilovolt. C0 you have to increase 4 lakh volt. 4 lakh volt of the current is produced by step up transformer at the substation just after the generation of from power plant. This is how electricity produced and distributed. So you here know that at the power plant side, 10 kilovolt voltage is there, and step up transformer being used to increase up to 400 kilovolt, and then all other are step down transformer. To big industries, energy required will be around 33 kilovolt to 11 kilovolt, and from medium industries again step down transformer will be required to reduce it 11 kilovolt to 6 kilovolt, then again to small industries to reduce it up to 6 kilovolt to 400 volt. This is a then it can be down distributed to domestic consumers. This is a how electricity produced in power plant. At power plant, voltage of the electricity is only 10 kilovolt. Then it is step up to 400 kilovolt. Then all other operations are step down transformer, because there are variety of the end users from big industries, medium industries, small industries, domestic users. So for everywhere we require step down operations. So in this process, energy losses in step down and step up operation at every stage, efficiency will decrease. So what it will be total efficiency from power generation side to end users? We have to calculate. Cascade efficiency. So what is a cascade efficiency? From power source to end users. From power source to end users. From power source to end users. Okay, there is disturbance here. From power source to end users, energy efficiency link is a key factor which influences the energy input at a source of supply. If we consider the electricity flow from generation to end users in terms of cascade energy efficiency, typical cascade efficiency profile from generation to 11 to 33 kilovolt users industry will be shown. So here we have shown cascade efficiency from this power generation to 11 33 kilovolt users. So we have to find out efficiency at various instances. So generation efficiency ranges 28 to 35% with respect to size of the thermal plant, age of the plant, and so only 28 to 35% of primary fuel energy can be converted into electricity at power plant. Then step up operation, 0.5% energy losses will take place. So energy remaining efficiency will be 99.5%. Then EHV transmission and substation 440 kilovolt to 800 kilovolt. यहाँ पर भी 1% loss will take place, so efficiency will be 99%. Here HV transmission and substation and 2.5% loss will be there. So energy efficiency 97.5%. Substation, another substation N5 efficiency will be 4%, so 96%. And distribution substation 0.5% loss, so 99.5%. Again, primary distribution N7. Distribution is final link. So up to final, here efficiency 95% loss will be there. So efficiency will be 95%. So multiplying all these efficiencies, we get total efficiency by product of all these substation efficiencies. We get N1, N2, N3. So it is a cascade efficiency. So numerically, we have calculated cascade efficiency. That is 0.995 First one 0.99, 0.97, 0.96, 0.99, 0.95. So total efficiency 87 point means 13% losses of energy takes place from the first substation to last substations in step up and step down transformer. This is a huge loss of the electricity because it is only loss due to exchange process. If you only you can see exchange process, suppose you have 100 rupees note and at various places you require exchange, and everywhere someone takes some money due to exchange fee, so you get only 87 rupees. Here 87% efficiency, 87%, if 100 megawatt electricity produces, then only 87 megawatt will reach to the end users, and 13% will be going into distribution losses. This is the only ideal one. It is a more than 13% losses takes place. So this is how we can see this is power reaches the industry. It meets the transformer. The energy efficiency of the transformer is generally very high. Next, it goes to the motor through internal plant distribution network. A typical efficiency distribution network, including transformer, is 95%, and motor efficiency is about 90%. Another 30% is lost in the mechanical system, which include coupling, drivetrain, driven equipment such as pump and flow control valve. Thus, the overall efficiency become 50%. You multiply 0.83, 0.95, 0.9, 0.7, 50% efficiency. Hence, one unit saved at the end users is equivalent to 2 units produced at production plant. That's why energy conservation, energy saving is more important than energy production, because when you save 1 unit of electricity at end users, so it is equivalent to 2 units of energy production at the power plant site. That's why, because you know that only 50% reaches from the power plant to the end user. That's why it is saving of electricity is more important than production. So you can see this is a electrical distribution system single line diagram. So you see that these are motors, and from where it is distributed to the various types of appliances. Various machines are run various machines are run in industry. These are driven by the motor. So it is a basic distribution line. For electrical engineering, electrical instruments, this distribution line is very easy to understand. So now it's okay for today's discussion, and I think you have got the point how electricity is generated and how it is distributed, and how losses takes place, and how we can control losses by increasing efficiency of transformers by using advanced material, advanced technology, and advanced engineering practices. We can increase efficiency of transformer and substations, and further you can save energy. That is the purpose of decision of various critical equipments, and how distribution takes place. Thank you very much, and wish you best of day for and hope you will be happy in trying time and conditions.